my ladies, hope you all are doing super duper fantastic. So today's video is going to be a review video and I'm really excited to share these products with you, and you already know that I love these products now. So let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to talk about this company called EX1 Cosmetics, and these are formulated specially for our olive skin tone girls. How amazing is that? So when the company's PR contacted me a couple of months ago and asked me if I would like to try these products or not, I just right away said yes, because if these products work, then we will have a very good drugstore option for us olive skin tone girls. So they sent me foundations, concealer and also mineral foundation. So I'm going to talk about all these products in this video. So before we jump into the actual review, let me talk a little bit about this brand, because this is definitely a very new brand and I think a lot of you will be interested to know a little more about this brand. This is an award-winning British based brand and these are formulated in Milan, Italy by Farah, and as said, these are formulated for our olive, yellow or golden undertone girls. So it's very difficult to find a good foundation for us at drugstores. It's always a try and error process for us. We always keep trying new foundations, see if it's oxidizing and blah blah blah, if it's covering our hyperpigmentation, is it looking pale, is it looking ashy. We have all this trouble. So these products have been created keeping all those in mind, and also these are oil free. How amazing is that for our oily skin tone girls, right? So yeah, these are oil free, and the first ingredient I can see here is aqua. So yay for us oily skin tone girls. So what it says here is true color pigments even out skin tone and correct imperfections for perfect coverage that is almost invisible and oil free. Great. I'll put all the brand information, where else you can find this, where you can order these foundations from, the pricing, whatever products they have. Every little information about this brand will be in the description box below, because if I start talking about all these, it's going to be a very long video. So right now the brand carries foundations, mineral foundations, compact or pressed powders, and concealers and blushes. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about the packaging. The packaging is really cute. I love the copper packaging, and also the foundations have pump on top, which is very handy, and the packaging doesn't look flimsy, but actually the pump is the mechanism is not so good. So that's that. And the concealer comes in a pot like this. I'm not really a great fan of concealers in a pot, but this concealer works amazing, and it's a very thick concealer, so there's no other option other than putting it in a pot or a stick maybe. But yeah, this consistency is very good, and I think the pot is the best way to store the product. Alright, the next one I have here is a mineral foundation. Like any other mineral foundation, this comes in a sifter jar like that, and yeah, it's okay. Alright, I love the packaging and I don't really have many complaints about that, except the pump for the liquid foundation. So first I'm going to talk about the liquid foundation. I have F200, F300 and F400. Initially they matched me to F400, and it was winter time and my skin was a little pale, so this was too dark for me. So they sent F200 and F300 again. So my perfect match in winter is F300. It just is my perfect shade. So right now I'm a little darker because the sun is already here in Dallas. So I mix 2 pumps of 400 with 1 pump of 300, and it just works fantastic for me. Coming to how it applies on my skin, it just is amazing. I don't feel like I have foundation on my skin. I use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff this foundation into my skin. I just apply random dots on my skin and push the foundation into my skin using the brush, and it just blends very easily. It doesn't feel like I have much foundation on my face. The coverage is amazing. I don't say it's a full coverage foundation, but it's almost between medium and high coverage foundation. The other thing is I try to build this foundation. It's not really building up well, so I don't say that it's a buildable foundation, but you don't really need to build this foundation, because the concealer which is in this brand is just amazing. I'll get to that in a minute. One coat of foundation is just perfect for my skin. You know, I have very oily skin with a lot of acne and blemishes. So for me, if the foundation is covering up so well, for someone who has much clear skin, I think it would be perfect for you. And it has also taken care of my hyperpigmentation as well. I don't really see much prominent ashiness around my mouth and nose area with this foundation, so that is really amazing. And also this foundation holds on for about 6 hours with the primer. So after 6 hours I tend to get oily again, so I usually touch up after 6 hours, but for 6 hours, even if I'm out in the sun, this foundation is just on my skin perfectly. Also, the great thing about this foundations are even a normal and oily skin person can use this foundation. Usually if the foundations which are formulated for oily skin or you know, oil-free foundations, they tend to stay or set very matte on the skin, and they try to show up the dry patches and everything. I didn't see that issue with this foundation because I use a acne medication for my skin around my cheek area, and usually it's very dry. If I use any foundation which is specially formulated for oily skin people, those dry patches tend to show up very well, but with this foundation I didn't see that issue. So I can definitely say that a normal skin person can comfortably use this foundation, and I think a dry skin person can also use this foundation. So that's definitely fantastic, right? Any skin type person who is olive skin tone can use these foundations. It's amazing. Alright, let's move on to the concealer. This is called EX1 Delete Concealer. This concealer is just awesomeness in a pot. This has replaced every single concealer in my collection. All my concealers are just going into trash right now. You've seen me using this concealer many times in my videos. This covers my acne, notorious acne blemishes really well, and this blends very easily. Even though this is a very thick concealer, it doesn't take much effort to blend it in your skin. I just apply a little bit onto my blemish, just dab a couple of times, and it's completely blended. It blends very well into my skin, and it doesn't look like I have a concealer patch on my blemish. Even when I don't wear the EX1 Invisiwear foundation, even if I use any other foundation, this concealer just blends into that foundation very well. So it doesn't look like a prominent patch on my skin. That's what I meant to say. And it covers every little thing. It covers even my hyperpigmentation around my nose. It's just amazing. The only complaint I have with this concealer is, since it's very thick, I can't use it under my eyes to hide my under eye dark circles, because it sets into a semi-matte finish. Not completely matte, but it sets into a semi-matte finish, and it kind of tends to settle into my fine lines under my eyes. So that's the reason I don't use this under my eyes, but it just works amazing for my notorious acne blemishes, and I'm literally obsessed with this, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this over and over again in my life. And I'm in the shade D300, which is the same shade as my foundation, which is F300. So those are my thoughts on this little awesome pot, and let's move on to the powder foundation. This is EX1 Pure Crushed Minerals Powder Foundation, and I have it in the shade M400. I tried to create a full face makeup using EX1 Cosmetics, and this just caked up my whole face. And the next day I tried to use it alone as a powder foundation, and I applied it with this e.l.f. powder brush. This just picks up the product very well, and also it's very easy to push this powder into my skin. So I always use this brush for my powder foundation. So I used this, and this was amazing. The coverage it gives and also the way it feels on my skin is just amazing. But the major complaint I have with this powder is it looked very orange on my skin. So I think M400 is too dark for my skin, so I might just get M300 and give it a go, because I really like the coverage and also the way it felt on my skin. And also this is a very quick product. Whenever I don't have time to you know, do my whole face with the liquid foundation, set that and do blah blah blah. I just can just pull these two products, just buff it all over my skin, and I think I'm good to go with some blush on. So those are my thoughts on these amazing products. My favorite has to be definitely the Delete Concealer. I just love it. It's my holy grail product right now. You've seen me using this in a couple of my Get Ready With Me videos as well. I've been testing all these products for the last 2.5 months. I'm very happy with that, and this is my favorite. And I also love the foundations, the way it covers all my blemishes, my hyperpigmentation, the way it matches my skin, the way it feels on my skin, the coverage, everything is just amazing. I don't even feel like I have foundation on my skin. And I'm going to try this with a setting spray. I haven't tried that, but I'll update you on that. But with the primer and this foundation on, this will stay for 6 good hours on my skin, which is just amazing. I can't ask for more. And also I'm going to get another shade, maybe M300 in this, and I'm going to give it a try as well. And I'm very excited to try their other products as well. So all the links where you can order these and everything will be in the description box below. I think if you are in UK, you can just get these at drugstores, but if you are in US or any other country, I think we have to order through some websites. All those websites will be in the description box below. And I strongly feel that these products are a very good solution for our brown, Indian, tan, olive skin tone girls. All the information, as I said, will be in the description box below. I didn't include much information in this video because it's going to be too long, but definitely check out the description box for more details. And if you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments below, or send a personal message or send an email, and I will get back to you. And please hit on the thumbs up button if you like this video, and please share my videos with your friends and family so they can get information from my videos. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with my future videos and also support me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.